Town Holler, Arkansas. You can't find it on the map anywhere. In fact, this is the only road that leads to nowhere. It runs right in the dead middle of here. About a quarter of a mile through this thick wooded area, you will find the not rich and lower than humble Bucktoof Estates. Could there be paranormal activity here? Well, to me, it's a perfect combination.
We're here in Maintown Hollow, Arkansas, talking to Billy Ray Bucktoof. This is our first S.A.P.S assignment, and there's been some really weird happenings going on here. Tell us about it, Billy.
Howdy, this is my dog Clyde. Yeah, back in 1932, my grandpappy had this place, and ever since then, been having some funny things going on. Had a chicken die in it, come up with no feathers, and I don't know. He just kind of looked funny at the time and he quacked funny. So I don't know what's going on in this place.
Could be some real paranormal activity in here.
Possibly.
Well, we'll check it out tonight, Billy, and we'll report back with our findings.
Well, thank you.
Back to you at the studio, Bill.
Wonder Twin powers activate!
I'm Bill Goddaroiditch, and I'm part of the S.A.P.S team. This is our first assignment, and we are very excited about all this.
I've got my master's degree on carpentry from TCIC, and I can tell you this for sure. The Bucktoof family has very poor craftsmanship, which, on another note, is a perfect setting for paranormal activity. And I would know because I've taped every episode of Ghost Hunters and studied them to a T.
I'm here with Bobby Ray Bucktoof, and he's going to tell us a little bit about a history about this place and what has happened in the past that you've experienced over there at Bucktoof Estates.
Well, I remember one day I was over at my girlfriend's house, Charlotte,
Mm-hmm.
and I came home kind of late and came in for supper, and Daddy told me I couldn't have no meat or taters before I go out and fed chicken. So I went out there and I got the bucket feed out, and I started sprinkling some in the bucket and whatnot. And I look over there and I seen the weirdest thing in my life. I swear to God, I seen it. He was a big old chicken. I swear he stood that tall, bigger than I was. So after I seen that thing, he done scared the mess out of me. So I run over to the shed. I grabbed a Kaiser blade. Some folks call it a Kaiser blade. I call it a sling blade sometimes, but I run over there, get the Kaiser blade, and I'm running back yelling, "Get him, Clyde, get him!" And Clyde's already kicking dust towards the house. So I done throwed it at him. I just run to the house too.
So what do you think the cause of this paranormal activity is? Have you heard any other stories from anyone in the community about all this paranormal activity? Have you ever encountered any ectoplasmic residue on this property?
What do you call me?
Back to you, Bob.
Hi, I'm Bob Spencterstench, S.A.P.S Paranormal Investigator. I'm here with Billy Ray Bucktooth here in Mangehound, Arkansas, at the Bucktooth residence, and I'm Billy Ray. Pardon me. Could you please tell me about your experiences that you've had here with these unnatural happenings?
Well, I'll tell you. That boy of mine, like beat him to death the other night. Sucker come in late, didn't have chicken fed or nothing. I was sitting there drinking me a beer, and told him to get out there and feed them chickens. I wasn't gonna feed him nothing. He come in there squalling like a little girl. So he said something about a big old chicken. I don't know what it was, and I don't know. I've heard other people talking about something strange going on out there too.
Have you ever encountered any ectoplasmic residue?
What?
Back to you, Bill.
Is there paranormal activity here in this deep wooded, poorly constructed Bucktoof Estates? Well, that's what they've been saying since 1932. Everybody talking about. And if so, how did the Bucktooth family stay in this area so long? Well, while our crew was out there filming some footage of the Bucktoof Estates, we picked up some activity ourselves. Could be paranormal. Like the little lonely old tree right there, the only one shaking in the woods. Did a ghost walk by? Or how about this one here? When a chicken, crazy chicken, come out in the woods. Is it possible? Well, that's for us S.A.P.S experts to decide.